Hi, my name is T. Lee. I'm 21 years old. I am currently a junior at Ithaca College in Ithaca, New York, majoring in physics with a minor in computer science. Before moving to New York, I went to Cypress College in Orange County, California. Aside from school, I mentored first year students and worked as an assistant in the Office for International Students on campus. Outside of campus, I was involved with a choir and a traditional instrumental ensemble that specializes in Vietnamese instruments. In my free time, I enjoyed taking quick trips to Disney, driving around, and trying different food items with my best friends. I was a busy girl, but I just needed a way to deal with all the craziness happening within the host family I was living with. They embodied everything that I did not like about living in California. But we'll get to that later. The thing is, I was trying to avoid spending time with them whenever I could by spending a lot of my time outside of the house. My life is different now. I live on campus, and thus I don't drive anymore, which honestly is a bliss. I am taking classes that I am actually interested in. I found even more friends here who share the same vision on work ethics and future goals with mine, which is something that I didn't have when I was in California. Because in California, the weather is always nice and everything is available in access, except water, of course. Because of this, I feel that a lot of the people that I've met can be quite self-entitled and spoiled to a certain extent. Everybody was only getting through the day, and nobody either cared for or had a vision of how their lives would eventually unfold. And I found that approach had very little meaning. I love New York because people here actually work hard to get to where they want to be. Everyone, or mostly everyone, is a go-getter from the moment you begin conversation with them. I do miss the food in California, and my closest that I was happy to leave that dreamy bubble. It just wasn't for me. Sorry if that sounds like I'm dissing California. Much as I didn't enjoy living there, I don't regret having lived there at all. I think every single place that I've moved to has all taught me something about who I am as a person. I was born and raised in Vietnam, but I hated living there because it seemed like all that mattered was money and nothing else, and people had no sense of ethics or integrity. When I moved to San Jose, California, and attended high school there, I came to learn the true ugliness of humanity when I was living with a very rude host family for 4 years. But I decided not to let their ugly personalities ruin my high school experience, and I had tons of fun nonetheless. When I moved down to Orange County for college, I saw how meaningless life can become when one loses their vision in their own life, and thus I strive to hold on to my vision of my own life as much as I could. Every place that I've lived has made me stronger despite the bad things, and I am forever grateful for what I have learned throughout the years. Let's go back to New York. Like I mentioned before, I'm super grateful that I've made it here. There is definitely more potential career incentive for me, not just in New York, but in most cities on the eastern seaboard. After Ithaca, I will be enrolling directly into a PhD program in physics, but I am not sure where yet because that is still a little far off. But I will definitely be in graduate school for physics, specializing in material science and solid state physics, after which I would love to obtain an industry job, like a position in a research lab for governmental or privatized firms on the East Coast. I have a long way to go. I'm still learning to catch up with the faster paced movement of life here in New York. Many people ask me if it feels exhausting to live a life switching from trajectory to trajectory, but I see change as an opportunity to grow and become a more well-rounded person. It is hard to adapt to a new culture anywhere. I've learned to be pretty good at it since I left Vietnam at the age of 14 to go to high school in the United States. Being the new kid has taught me very important skills on how to network and how to take advantage of your current situation. Once you've been the new kid for a few times, saying hello and introducing yourself in front of a strange crowd becomes less of a scary thing to do. Being the new kid so often has also taught me that it is perfectly okay to ask for help, to help others around you, and to understand the fact that there will always be differences between two people, either from the same or different cultures. I appreciate what life has given me, and honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way.